This is how you collapse a 3-in-1 collapsible hoop. First off, you have to break them down into 2 sections. So press a quick release in, pull it apart. Some of them may have a little bit more stick in the button, so you gotta press down a little bit harder. Some may be a little harder to pull apart. It'd be okay. Pull apart. I got them in 2 separate pieces. I then put them into my thighs. That way I'm keeping the shape round down here. If you pull them like this right here, you're going to kink the tubing right there. So don't try to pull like this and bend it in like this. Use your leg to help keep it in a circle. You want to make it into an oval at the top. Therefore, you're not doing this right here, which again will kink the tubing. So it makes a nice big oval. Go ahead and press the button in before you push it in. Slides right together, and then let it slowly expand back. If you're in colder temperatures and you just press it in to here and you let go of it, it will shatter that connector. So make sure you get it all the way in, then release, and let it release out slow. That's how you do it. And if you're putting it back together into a whole one, once again, make sure you press it in, pull it out. Notice when I press it in, it releases the pressure that's on this part right here. Because when it's bound like this, there's a lot of pressure on the connector. You can even see where it bends the tubing apart from itself. So press it out, it'll flatten out the connector a little bit, therefore making it easier to slide out. And when I put it back together again for the whole one, obviously top one goes in, press the button in. Make sure, because if you get it part way and it's slightly sticking out as a connector, it's really hard to wedge it together. So make sure you press it all the way down and good. Slide it in. Other side. Press it down there. See how I've got it pressed in almost all the way flat? Perfect. Also, some people have a trouble with, so if the connector is really, really, really tight, it'll come in because the hoop, if you leave it alone sitting down in a shape like this for a long time, the hoop will tend to taco shape. So instead of being flat and level, one end will come up, one end will come down. It's just the nature of the tubing. So when you're putting one together here and the 2 dots don't line up, so mine line up good, but if the 2 dots don't line up, say it's slightly over here, you can actually twist the tubing back and it'll bring the dots in line. So say it's off right there, I twist it back, connector comes back out straight. And it'll actually help the hoop over time to do that because it'll straighten it back out so it won't be taco as much. So same thing applies when you're putting it back together in the full shape. So once again, flat and smooth, click together. So my 2 holes aren't lining up absolutely perfectly. So right there, the 2 holes aren't lining up perfectly. You can just twist the tubing and line them up. Alright, that's how you collapse a double collapsible hoop.